Basically, I was saying on the video, you know,
It started.
about the curses and whatnot, about Ricky Grant. She was talking about how when we say we Israel. Well, I had brought out the one main curse, Deuteronomy 28:48, talking about that yoke of iron. You know, I was kind of jumping around on top of the topic, trying to like rush it out there, but I was speaking like, who was that yoke of iron sent to? And you put a yoke of iron and type in Google Images, and you see you can pull out a slave sign, whatever. You will see that image of our people with the yoke of iron about their neck. Now it make it uncomfortable for them to run through the woods without hitting trees, and make them uncomfortable to lay down at night. Things of that nature, man. You know, that's how we know we fit these curses, and amongst many more. You know. He tried to justify and say because King David was ready and Esau was red, then that, oh, how can, you know what I'm saying, how can he be Israel? And like the brother said, you err not knowing the scriptures, man. You know?
Right, but you will go into the etymology of the word hell in Revelation, the 20th chapter, the 14th verse. You know that it says Haiti right there. So you got to do the same thing with that word ready, man. All right?
It is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 13. It say, and I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria, and they prophesied in Baal and caused my people of Israel to err.
That's right, the prophets that caused our people Israel to err, whether they look like us or not. He could potentially be an Israel and we don't know, and he's still causing our people to err. I don't know his lineage. I'm just throwing it out there. They cause our people to err. You got it.
This 14, it say, I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem a horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also in the hands of evildoers, and that none doeth return from his wickedness. They all of them unto me Sodom and the inhabitants thereof of Gomorrah. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts concerning the prophets, behold, I will feed them with the wormwood and make them drink the water of gall. From the prophets of Jerusalem is profaneness going forth into all the land.
And brothers, correct me if I'm wrong, ain't that wormwood talking about corruption? Yeah, I was trying to say like the philosophies of this place and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Salaki if I'm going up on
like basically about the downfall of this place, man. You know, wormwood, that's talking about the corruption, the corrosion. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna bring this fucking place down.
Yep, like that's why the scripture said Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand, and she made all the nations drink of the wine of her wrath, man. That also pursues what the brother was getting into with the wormwood, drinking of the philosophies of this place, man. And we went off. Our nation of people went off. You know what I'm saying? And caused our own people to err, like the priests. I was just talking about that once again. I keep bringing it back to that bus because that's major judgment, man. A whole fucking bus killed 34 people. You know what I'm saying? And 15 injured. So the priests going off, and you know they was the only one to really make intercession for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? You caused Israel to err, and now look at us now. You know. Got it out. That's the point I wanted. So like I had to start up a bit higher, but 16 to 17 is really what I wanted on down.
It say, thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain, they speak visions of their own hearts.
And what's that vision of their own heart? He gonna get into it, but they tell you Christ is all love. He try to hit you. You can't be using rude speech. He said, I gave him that cut on 2 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, and he was like, rude speech means unskilled. That's how I know. I believe he used the NIV and shit. Because he was familiar with, you know, say like the Apocrypha and shit like that. He was like, you're supposed to love your enemies. I gave him the scripture in Sirach, the 12th chapter, talk about never trust thy enemy. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't respond back to that. He tried to go, oh, well, you ain't supposed to be using rude speech and shit like that, man. Trying to bounce around.
If the Lord was all love, man, don't the scriptures say that a false balance is an abomination? So that means that the Lord himself will be an abomination, man. What the fuck is you talking about, man?
It say, thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not into the words of the prophet.
Stop right there. You just said a key point that go over many people's fucking head. Lord of hosts. Look up these words. Lord of armies. You know? What did you do in the army? Is you there to give hugs, give dap, make a democracy? You know? Democracy in America eyes, they know what the fucking army is. They know they go over there, they fuck shit up in them other countries, man. What is it? It start with an A. Aleppo, Syria, man. Fucking shit up over there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny. But they getting fucked up, them babies over there, grown women, young kids, shit like that. Whole fucking ceiling is falling on their ass and shit. They getting smacked by shrapnel and shit, man. You know? That's how Lord, my fault, not to catch you up, but Lord of armies, man. He's a man of war. You know, he ain't speak on that topic either. I gave him the Exodus 15:3. He ain't speak on that. I told you he bouncing around, hitting different avenues, trying to bounce around the main topic, man.
Yeah, beating around the bush, man. We get to the point out here, man. We ain't beating around the bush, man. All right?
Hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy to you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own hearts, and out of the mouth of the Lord Yahweh. They say still unto them that despise me. The Lord Yahweh hath said, ye shall have peace. And saying to everyone that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you.
So they say that you shall have peace and no evil shall come upon you. That's a fucking lie. That's contrary to what I see. I just said, like I keep bringing out, a fucking article today, 34 dead on a bus. That's like one of these buses, and it was they claim it was a runaway. I ain't going thoroughly in depth. I don't know if the driver wasn't there or whatever that happened, but a fucking bus comes, hop the curb, take out 34 people and 15 injured. That's major fucking judgment on the tribe of Levi, man. That's contrary to what he's saying, peace and safety.
Can't bring this out. This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 22. When the prophets speak in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that this thing which the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have not spoken, but the prophet has spoken it presumptuously, those shall not be afraid of him.
So don't fear Ricky Grant because he ain't got no power. He ain't even got the true power. What he's speaking not coming to pass. Like Farrakhan and shit, they want to preach that peace and safety. I'm gonna have you bring that back, Bubba Kashad. They had you preaching that peace and safety, man. But sudden destruction gonna come upon you, man, as travail upon a woman. You know? So we see what time we is, those that's in the know, man, and we ain't worried about niggas like you. But we gotta reprove you because you trying to build on another man's foundation. You know, and we ain't gonna have that. Like the brother that made a mention of, I seen it in the video, you ain't gonna run the men of the Lord off the corner, man. You come out here for a solid hour. We be out here for like 4+ hours, man. You know, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua until he decided to put the spirit on us to, you know, pack up and go. But you ain't gonna run us off the, you ain't gonna run us off the streets, man.
You know, but I be doing my research for this shit though, like, I believe in that shit though. Like this shit right here, the 12 tribes of Israel. Yeah. I know that we were sold by Africans. What they teach us, bro, us being sold by other Africans because we're not Africans. We was fleeing. We was fleeing. Christianity was created for government control to control the people. The cross. The reason why people bear the cross is for the same people, the reason why they did it for that reason.
He told us that get Deuteronomy 28. What is it? 64. I believe it's 64. Are you gonna worship the wood and stone?
Oh yeah.
I believe that is.
I be listening to Farrakhan speak about this.
Huh?
I be listening to Farrakhan a lot.
Farrakhan ain't got the truth though. He'll tell you going to that Islam shit.
Right, but
as a matter of
he teach
fact,
you the basics of it, and I just was learning the basics.
Hold on right quick, bro. Check this out.
This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. It's saying the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, for one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
That's right. So we in the land of our captivities serving other gods. Can somebody give me this? You know, wood and stone. That you know, of course, the cross. Everybody like to symbolize it with this guy here. You know what I'm saying? And then the stone going back to Islam, the copper stone. You know, worshiping other gods and shit. But the scriptures tell you to make no graven images. You know, before the Lord. So we shouldn't have none of that. Right. You know, and in the world, brothers go off and get tattoos and crosses and all. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we defiled, but we got to come up out of that madness, man. Because this ain't our power.
I don't believe in that right.
I know, and it tells you that this image is not biblical, and we back it up with these scriptures. But many people overlook these words in blue. They just say, why you got horns on Jesus? You know? But he said in the scripture, and that was a curse. That's one of the curses right there. We shall be in the land. Can you bring that back, Bubba Kashad?
Yeah, it's Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there shall serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So our fathers ain't know these guys, man. The Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, tell you about this. You know what I'm saying? We go into it all the time, but just trying to give you the quick summary of it. Caesar Borgia, man, our forefathers don't know these images, man. Because according to the scriptures, when you turn this around, according to the scriptures, this is more a better depiction of what the Lord looked like. Now, we don't worship these images because that would be a graven image, but we use it for edification when breaking down these here scriptures to break down that be a better depiction of what the Lord looked like, man.
Most definitely.
I'll get this Jeremiah 17 and 4 for him.
That'll work.
Yeah, you got it. Get this Jeremiah 17 and 4. And it say, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
That's right. So we serving the enemies in the lands which we don't know. The Lord got so mad at us, he put us beyond the river Jordan. He put us all the way in the Western Hemisphere, you know? And that's where we at right now. That's why a lot of our people are westernized. We say they got a westernized mind frame because they take on the ways of this place, this culture, Babylon, man. They want to, all right, shalom. They want to basically do what the fuck they want to do, you know? I'm gonna have you keep going in that Jeremiah, and then we're gonna switch it up again on Jake ass, since that's the spirit, I guess, you know. But yeah, man, they want to do what the fuck they want to do, man. They don't want to get right with the Lord. That's why we got brothers like this, man. This sucks to see brothers, our own brothers, living like this, man. You know, it's fucked up that we got to see brothers like that. We are royal people. He called us a peculiar people above all the families of the face of the earth. But we the lowest of the totem pole, man. The Lord really did a number on our ass, man. You know what I'm saying? I be complaining over small shit, and I really shouldn't even be complaining. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's hard to find a job and this and that. But you got Jake out here really fucked up, man. That's just gonna be, he said we're gonna live as a pilgrim of the earth. You know, some brothers, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't caught up in all that hell, you'll be living as a pilgrim of the earth if you don't take that chip. You know what I'm saying? Living in the woods, living in the wilderness. But I hope y'all gotta put that in y'all mind. Like, did you count the cost? Because these things is gonna come to pass, man. That some brothers gonna, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, bitch up, take the chip. You got some that's gonna not take the chip. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna live as a pilgrim of the earth and be a martyr. Some gonna get put to death, some not. You know? You gotta count the cost. Examine thyself, whether you be in the faith, man. Because all these things, you know what I'm saying, could potentially happen to you. That's why you want to be putting up the prayers that it don't, man. Don't think that you too built up, too much knowledge and this and that. Because the scriptures tell you that knowledge puffeth up, man. Don't think that you got too much or the Lord just won't do that to you, because he will. And he said, men shall desire to die and shall not be able, man. So, yeah, and shall not find it. Now, I know that goes back to that World War, I believe it's World War I, if I'm not mistaken, that scripture. But it's a twofold scripture, man. You know, it's many men going to be desiring death. That's people that be out here trying to kill themselves now, and the Lord won't have it be because it ain't their time. He had their ass suffer. Be fucked up out here, suffering.
Hey, just a quick testimony. Last night when I was working and shit, young cat, nigga, only 18, nigga, swallowed the razor, tried to take himself out and shit. Hell yeah, couldn't even shit. Fucked around and couldn't even successfully do that shit. Other nigga just fucked up even more. Like
fucked up with a razor in his throat.
He complained about the little shit, the little suffering he going through now, but shit, now you gotta deal with that shit on top of that.
Exactly, man. It's fucked up out here, man. The Lord really did a number on Jake, man. And he tell you in the scriptures, seek not death in error of your life, man. It's just something you really gotta really ponder on, you know. Seek not death in error of your life, man. Hey, he said, whatever is brought upon you, take cheerfully, man. Let me get into the scripture. You got it, though. Get
I mean, but like, and just to say, like, everything is written in the book, though. All about the prophecies about the arm, the chip, you're not gonna eat like it's written. So when you even going through them times, go back to the scriptures. Like, this is written. So when you going through this, you know that the Lord is dealing with you, man. So it ain't even just like some brothers gonna bitch up and take the chip anyway. You know what I'm saying? You one part of the elect. You know what I'm saying? That's what, at the end of the day, the Lord gotta be dealing with you, man. But everything is written in the book, man. That's why we out here for you know, Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is written, your poverty, everything, the way things are, but they don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? So they rather kill themselves than listen when the truth is out here. You know what I'm saying? So they go to the spirit world. Well, you know, if the Lord allow it, you know what I'm saying, in a right state of mind when they ain't have to do that, man. You know, and the Lord can still put your spirit down here and get judgment in the last day.
It's scriptures. It's like you got basically the cheat codes to this. Romans will tell you that these things written before were for our learning. So basically, you getting built up in these scriptures, and it's basically paving that way and showing you that way you gotta go. It's just up to you. Or not, if you go up that route.
That's